Many times you come here saying lots of things that aren't.
I won't come back,
fact.
Johnathan. I'm done. I'm done. This is the most unfair election ad I have ever been a part of. You guys are working. That's fine. I'm done.
You better lay low. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Micca, and we're back for another Red Cup Talks because you know once we got the Red Cup, we're about to spill some truth. And today I wanted to come on and talk about Johnathan Capehart, okay? He decided he was going to go up against a seasoned journalist on leftist talking points, and it didn't go so well. Here we go.
Is it me, or does it seem like this week Donald Trump is laying the groundwork for contesting the election by complaining that cheating was taking place in Pennsylvania by suing Bucks County for alleged irregularities? And this is on top of his continual assertion that if he loses, it's because of cheating.
Now, if you look at the gentleman at the top, his name is Hugh, okay? He's a writer with the Washington Post and a reporter. When I tell you he's done with it already, he's done with it already because he already knows these leftist points, okay? And if you don't know, he is conservative, but he does pretty good reporting. Like he doesn't just talk conservative points. He looks at the whole story. So when I tell you he's already done with it, his face is cocked to the side like this. He's already done with it. We've been talking about these leftist points all week. I did a live on Bucks County and how Donald Trump sued Bucks County because they weren't allowing people to actually vote to the time that they were supposed to be voting. And the judge agreed. So why the left keeps talking about this as if it's not a real thing? Because it was, and a judge agreed. But Johnathan doesn't care.
He's been laying the groundwork for this, just not in the last week, but in the last umpty-ump months. No election can be fair unless in Donald Trump's mind, unless Donald Trump wins it. And I think we are going to see him both rev up his supporters to contest elections outside of courtrooms and go to every courtroom he can in America where it's relevant to make whatever arguments he can, no matter how far-fetched.
Okay, so as you see right here, he's already about to interject. Like he can't even he can't even compose himself at this point because she just said a bunch of lies between the framing of it from Johnathan and then how she explained it is all wrong. I did a whole live on this, my live just this past Friday, okay? And it's called The Steal. And the reason why I call it The Steal is because they closed the lines down when they were supposed to be open for early voting in Bucks County, PA. All right. And they closed it down at 1:45 and it wasn't supposed to end until 5 p.m. That is election interference, and a judge agreed. So what is she talking about? That's not Donald Trump doing anything. That's him actually helping all voters because they turned everybody away, including Harris voters. But the left is delusional.
Last time, but it didn't work out this time. It may not work. That may not happen this time. And now I'll let you go, Hugh.
Well, I've just got to say, we're news people, even though we're at the opinion section. It's got to be reported. Bucks County was reversed by the court and instructed to open up extra days because they violated the law and told people to go home. So that lawsuit was brought by the Republican National Committee and it was successful. The Supreme Court ruled that Glenn Youngkin was successful. We are news people, even though we have opinions, and we have to report the whole story if we bring up part of the story. So yes, he's upset about Bucks County, but he was right and he won in court. That's the story.
Like, that was so disrespectful. Okay. Was he saying something? That's what that was. It's so disrespectful. It's so disingenuous, right? And then she speaks, trying to break the mold, even though I don't agree with the lady. She is trying to be nice, and continue the conversation. But he's just being extra saucy, okay? Extra saucy. All that sauce on it for what? You're just being extra saucy because he told you the truth. He's like, look, we have opinions, all right? We all have opinions, but let's tell the truth. We're reporters. But he can't let that go. He can't actually have a fact based conversation because the mainstream media, the lamestream media, and especially the network he's on most of the time has Trump derangement syndrome. Okay. They're all crazy, deranged.
No, I don't appreciate being lectured about reporting when many times you come here saying lots of things that aren't.
I won't
based
come
in
back,
fact.
Johnathan. I'm done. I'm done. This is the most unfair election ad I have ever been a part of. You guys are working. That's fine. I'm done.
So, Ruth,
you decided to be rude, disingenuous, and frankly, I would have got up and left too. Now, this ending here takes the cake.
we're going to put it on the screen. You wrote, "You want to know the stakes of this election? Not only democracy, but decency." Talk more about that, Ruth.
Okay, I'm collecting myself.
Oh, Ruth froze. Ruth is frozen. So hang in there, everyone. We're going to see if we can try to get Ruth back to this We're going to get Ruth back in a moment. This is First Look, Washington Post Live's nonstop shop for news and analysis, and Ruth is back. So I'm going to read that quote back again from your column, Ruth, where you wrote, "You want to know the stakes of this election? Not only democracy, but decency." Okay, we lost her again. Everybody, if you've been watching First Look, you know that these conversations can be interesting, contentious. You just saw Hugh Hewitt leave the conversation, which is lamentable, unfortunate. It is what it is.
Okay, so you just saw that. So I couldn't keep my composure. I had to laugh because it was just a mess from the time he challenged him to the time that it went off the air. Okay. It was all a mess. And then he had the nerve to say, subscribe. Okay. Y'all already are losing subscribers because, you couldn't bully Jeff Bezos into supporting Kamala. And now that you can't do that, you lost subscribers, and you're probably going to lose more after this because he is a seasoned reporter. People value his opinion. All right. He doesn't have Trump derangement syndrome. So you would want somebody on like that to give contrast. But we know the left does not like a dissenting voice. However, this could have been a good conversation, but they had to bring up something that was actually good for all people voting, all Americans voting. All people are allowed to vote up until a certain time, depending on the state. The state decided to take that away, so they got sued. That is a real thing. I don't know why we have to argue real facts. It is a fact that they closed the booths early. It is what it is. As Johnathan said, it is what it is. And you probably won't have good people come on anymore. You probably won't have a lot of conservatives want to come on and have a decent argument because you can't get the Trump derangement out. I don't know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know. You could think, hey, Johnathan was a little saucy, but, he was right. Or you could think like me, he has Trump derangement syndrome and got mad because he got checked on something that was correct. And the gentleman is a reporter. He's a seasoned reporter, and he knows what he's talking about. And it's public information. Why are we lying about this? So let me know what you thought. It's your girl, Micca, and I'm out.